We've got NBA back. Basketball in store for you here in Houston, Texas, the home of the Rockets, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. Here in Houston, it's another home game for the Rockets.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
And who doesn't love this stuff? Two teams that have beef. Look, the stakes are a little bit higher, and it should make this a very interesting matchup.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, we've got 2 of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Crosses over. And Ware pulls it down. Here's Houston now. Here's Brooks. And it's KD with the rebound. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Boston. A nice shot by Doncic.
And normally near the top, handling the ball. Luka sneaking out to the corner there, getting free for 3.
Now here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's George. Great look there, but off target.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take. And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The deep 3 from Smith. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
At 6'10", Smith with incredible range, and that's why some have compared him to Rashard Lewis.
Pass to Durant. A 3-ball. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
To the inside. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And, guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
Nice ball movement by Boston. KD with it. George picks him up. KD's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Back to Smith. Over White. Again, the Rockets score.
And just trying to contest that shot, the defender actually catches part of Smith, but he gets rid of the ball so quickly.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
Wow. I love it, though, D.A. I got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Green. It's hauled in by Doncic.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Here's Turner. Back to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
Rockets trail by 4. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
He's just got it on automatic right now, shooting 100%, and that'll keep your confidence high.
Over in the corner, Turner. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Green. To the paint. Here's George. Good work defensively by KD. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Back to Doncic. Pass to Durant. Out to Turner. Fires from deep. Messi grabs the rebound. The Rockets trail. Outside, Green. On the wing, Brooks. Here's George. Driving inside. And it's all evened up.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Jabari Smith has been leading the charge for Houston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Here's Doncic. Luka hustles and gets it to the rim.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Vanderbilt with it. Picked up by Turner. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 5. And he gets the bucket.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Here's Pritchard. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Inside. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man. When Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Reeves outside. There's the steal. And stolen by Murray. Here's Vanderbilt. Pass to Ware. Clock at 6. Murray outside. Goes back up. Here's Vanderbilt. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First team foul. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
First team foul. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Whitmore. Pass to Pritchard. No good on that one. Murray with the defensive effort. And the Rockets with possession here. Trailing by 2. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Back to Whitmore. Pass to Cornette. Celtics passing it around. 6 to shoot. Another shot. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now here's Murray. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And it's in there.
Even inside and against contact, Murray stays flexible and gets to his finish.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Here's Pritchard. Hasn't made one yet. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. Austin Reeves picks one up. So RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
Here's Green. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
The defense gets physical with Green inside, so he uses his agility to get around it.
Pass to Cornette. Outside, Horford. Here's Pritchard. Launches it. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
George with the ball. Now defended by Whitmore.
Nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
For Houston, they look good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Celtics trailed by 4. Here's White with the drive. Got a piece of it. Green inside the 3-point line. And it's White with the rebound.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
And that one's good, George.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Here's White. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Rockets ahead. They're up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
Here's KD, and it's blocked. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way. And it's Green slamming it down.
If that doesn't belong in the dunk contest, then I don't know what was. That is an impressive finish there by Green.
Here's Doncic. That one, no good. Excellent D there from George. Rockets leading by 6. Lays it up off the glass. George has got 6.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Pass to Walsh. Outside, George. And there's the drive. And that one is good. 8 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Makes decisive decisions on the hardwood. Once Turner saw the catch and shoot opportunity, he was locked and loaded.
Smith wide open. He fires. That one doesn't drop.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Pass to Doncic. Back to Durant. Stolen by George. And it's Houston on the break.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. On the wing, Turner. Buries it from three-point range. Turner's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Down low, George. They kick it out to Green. Here's Ware. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Rockets have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Here's KD. Smith with the defensive effort. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They lead by 7. Murray, good. So it's the Celtics now. Out to Doncic. Turner for 3. It's hauled in by George.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
And, boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
1:43 left to play in the third. Murray outside. Pass to Nisi. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Durant. Durant uses his size and close.
Just too much to handle. Durant not fazed by the bump.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Here's Murray. Can't hit the free throw line jump. Here's Boston. Doncic outside. Picked by Horford. The 3. The triple. Doncic.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Murray looking around. .41 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Nisi. Good work defensively by Horford. Celtics trailed by 4. Outside for Durant. Celtics passing it around. Doncic drops the hammer.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, well, he is almost unguardable.
Murray outside. Pass to Walsh. That one's off. Still out of sync. And Durant launches from deep. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Rockets lead by 2. And we're coming right back. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Boston trailing. Here's Pritchard. It's stolen by Green. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And he makes that one. Green's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Houston. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Well, Green can really move. He gets going downhill and slips right by the contact.
And here's KD for three. The rebound by Paul George. Houston leading by 4. And the shot goes in.
And he takes advantage of whatever the defense gives. George can go to the finesse game if he has to.
Durant down low. And Ware pulls it down. So it's the Rockets now. And stolen by Hayward. Outside for Durant. In close, Durant gets the bucket.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
They set the pick. The drive by Green makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Outside Durant. For 3. Durant with another miss.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Now an update on Miles Turner's injury. Let's go to Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainers of Boston provided some information for us. The belief right now is that it's a high ankle sprain. Now, they're still running tests, but the swelling is making that a little more complicated. This is certainly not the way they wanted to begin the season. I guess it's never too early to start tinkering with the lineup. Guys?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, we score. Simple as that. Keep attacking and don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Here's Ware, and the basket is good.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Pass to White. Out to KD. A three-pointer off the mark.
That is not the shot they needed there. You've got to work it around and get a better look.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Doncic outside. Screen by Durant. Paul George with the steal. Vanderbilt with it. He's picked up by Doncic. To the middle. Here's George. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Solid play there from PG. Absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the and one.
The 3 for Doncic. And that one is off. Rockets leading by 12.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Rockets.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
And here's KD for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep. And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. They've led by as many as 14 points. So we see the Rockets get the win here. A confident win in one.